So let's head this way. Let's get into two ways.
Okay, Barry.
With Erica Mena. Okay, so for those who may not know, this was a reality TV show where both men and women were competing for Erica Mena's heart. Okay, so what made you sign up for this show, and like, what was the process like for you?
Honestly, I wasn't. Okay. I've always thought Erica was attractive, right? She's
clear.
Yes, she's a bad bitch. You know,
Bad bitch.
she's been on TV for over 15 years. She's been on TV for over 15 years. Not to mention she was the leading lady in Chris Brown's video. Excuse me, Miss.
Yeah, I definitely watched
Excuse me,
it.
Miss.
Yep.
So like that, and that was one of my favorite because I love Chris Brown. So that was one of my favorite.
And you were not watching it.
Up, down, round, and round. Up, down, round, and round.
But initially I didn't audition because of just like my I guess like fangirl moment of Erica.
Yeah.
I initially auditioned because somebody I was actually like dealing with was like, you should go on the show. You should, and it was like, it's Erica. Like, I know you think she's cute, you should try it. And I was like, I don't really want to do a show for love because I feel like I really am a lover girl. And I feel like I don't know if everybody can like accept it when it's on TV. Like I'm really big on my personality is really like big and loud. So I feel like certain things you don't want to see on camera when it's caught on candy cam all day. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's one thing when you get a clip that's cute, whatever, but it's a difference when there's cameras on you damn near 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck it. It's Zeus. Let's try it. Erica, she fine. Let's see it. And I ain't gonna lie, like I'm such a player that I just feel like I could get anybody I want.
Period.
So I feel like it was more of a challenge. Like, I could get a regular black, regular little, whatever little, but I'm like,
can I get Erica Mena?
Shout out to mommies. Then we can really see if I'm really player for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm really competitive when it comes to that. So that's what made me just go on the show and,
So somebody you was talking to
Pimp show sound like, hey. Say no, I'll play.
Basically.
and they was cool with it.
Yeah. They was, I think it was more so just because, Erica's also like a femme technically.
Yeah.
True.
In a sense. So it was like, she just felt like it was more of a sexy thing. Like, ooh, like if y'all kids,
bring it back home to daddy.
And that's the thing too. That's the thing too. It wasn't that. It was more so like, do something for you, and I don't mind watching. I think it was that. Because you can't expect. And me personally, I always feel like you can't expect for just because of a like me don't mean she gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't assume that, especially as a dyke. You can't expect that.
We got a New Yorker, y'all.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm
you good.
Because I use the word dyke.
Yeah,
we used to it because we didn't have so many people from New York around us. We used to it.
Shout out to Batty Galore on.
Shout out to that Batty Galore.
I'll never say stud.
Yeah.
Like, it seems too like.
Soft.
You know how like the word queer feels?
Yeah,
okay.
It feels like that for me.
I hated the word queer. Not hated, but it didn't feel natural to me.
Yeah, it feels like
now.
It felt like more of a bad thing than a good thing.
Right.
But I think now it's more of like a thing to embrace. But like being called queer, because when you look at the definition, it's like, what you mean?
What
like,
you mean?
Abnormal, like. But I guess I am kind of abnormal. If you want to call it that. So just in general, like, what was the process like as far as like the audition? Did you have to wait in a long ass line? Was it like online audition? What was that process?
So because it was on Zeus, usually Zeus does like the little audition stuff. They do the little like auditions on TV and shit like that. Because it was just a love show, and it was just this is the first. It's not the first love show on Zeus, but it was the first like man and woman love show on Zeus. So it was just a regular. You had to put in a submission tape, a minute long, saying like why do you think you need to have love with Erica Mena? And,
What you said?
What you said?
I basically just said, it's even funnier because even my audition tape was so like,
At 9, I've been eating pussy. I can turn around.
My audition tape was just more so like basically just like I feel like Erica Mena she's in a stage in her life where she need a woman. You know what I'm saying? I feel like her baby daddy got her going through this, that, and the third. I feel like you need a woman, and I just feel like us together would just give hot, give spicy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like, you know what I'm saying? Hot, not give spicy. So it's just like I feel like it's just meant to be. Like it was basically along the lines of that. Like,
and I do want to say that is one of the, and no diss to Zeus, but that is one of the shows that I liked because they actually had
Oh, I'm
They
good,
they
I'm
had
good.
challenges and stuff, and it
was
gave
a concept, right?
Yeah,
it wasn't just a long ass fight that went to
there was a
episode
plot.
2 and
And
3
it
and
seemed
4.
right, and it seemed like a budget, and it seemed like every
Yes,
time
it was
was
put
something
together.
different, and I do
You know,
appreciate that.
I feel like our show was kind of like a filler show. I don't feel like we got the audience that we deserve because it was like, for one, I don't know if nobody noticed, but we didn't get names in our intros. Like when the song, how when the thing come on, nobody knew our names. You know what I'm saying? So that was
They
kind of
didn't
like
put no
difficult.
name at all.
Nothing. Like
Oh,
just
damn.
a picture and keep it to the next person.
What the hell?
Yeah, and it was like, I feel like that kind of hindered a lot of us,
Yeah.
who's trying to like grow our audience and make sure even though you'll see an Instagram ad or something if your picture comes up, but it was more so like every single time, you want to keep the audience engaged. Like, okay, I remember that's Gangsta Bae. I remember that this is this person.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. I also feel like, they was in the running for, I think it was a Baddies reunion. It was Baddies Gone Wild was coming out, and we were supposed to binge drop back in September, I want to say, but it was a lot of law things that had happened. It was people on the show that actually don't want to be on the show anymore, so they had to cut them out, and it was just a lot. You feel me? And then 2, 7 dying, so that was kind of like a thing too. I don't know if they didn't do it because of that. I don't know. Like I don't know. I just feel like I know for a fact. I've been studying the way that Zeus kind of like works when it comes to like promotion, and I just feel like our show just wasn't like promoted the way that.
Well, the production was good. At least they ain't
And you did good because you got 100K followers
Absolutely.
off. So something
did that,
something
though.
ain't hinder you.
I did
but that's
that,
what I'm
though.
saying. You did it the
I
right
would
way
say,
because like I feel like some people get on these platforms, they don't do it. They don't take advantage of it the proper way.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
Because when I
you
ended,
can
I
make
only had
motherfuckers remember
50K.
you.
When the show ended, I had 50K.
I,
And the rest,
I watched you, bro. I was watching your countdown. I'm like, oh yeah, she about to hit that 100K.
yeah.
Like, cause I really be watching shit like that. Like, I don't know, it's a thing about like
Me
when
too.
anybody's on
Me
like
too.
Netflix or anything, I'll be like,
too.
all right, I'm gonna
I
go to
wanna
their
see how
page.
this- when it
And
got
then-
its
but
work
they
for
be
you.
going up,
Yeah.
especially niggas on Netflix, cause
Yeah.
that shit is global.
Yeah.
Bro.
I done seen people
And I love
go
that they
from
reuse their people.
15, yeah, and they keep growing their shit.
I just auditioned for Traders.
Hold up, y'all. If you want to watch this full episode, you got to subscribe to our Patreon now.
That's right. Head over right now, patreon.com/the No Homo Show, and make sure you subscribe.
Let's get it.